Hello and welcome to all my lovely students out there. Today we will be discussing about practice set 3.3. Now to solve practice set 3.3, let me quickly recap some properties that you learnt in your previous class, and these properties we will be applying in this practice set 3.3. So let's begin with isosceles triangle theorem and its converse. Suppose you have a triangle ABC and this is an isosceles triangle. Two sides congruent, so I'll give AB congruent to AC, side AB congruent to AC. So the angles opposite to these congruent sides are congruent. Therefore, angle ABC congruent to AB's opposite is ACB. ACB. AC's opposite angle is ABC, congruent to side AB's opposite angle is ACB. This is isosceles triangle theorem. Isosceles triangle theorem. Now what will be the converse? Yes, in the converse, they will not give us the sides. In converse, they will give you information regarding the angles. So if angle ABC is congruent to angle ACB, here given is about congruent angle. If two angles are congruent, then the sides opposite to them are also congruent. That is angle ABC. Angle B's opposite side is AC. AC will be congruent to, therefore, side AC congruent to side ACB's opposite. Angle C's opposite side is AB. So side AB. So when side is given congruent, you are taking the opposite angles. It is isosceles triangle theorem. When angles are given congruent, you are talking about the sides containing opposite to these angles. Then it will be converse of isosceles triangle theorem. Okay. This is one thing you have to remember. Sides given, angles, isosceles triangle. Angles given, sides you are taking converse of isosceles triangle theorem. Okay. Next, we learned 30, 60, 90 theorem. So as you can see in this triangle PQR, this is a 30, 60, 90 triangle. When you have a 30, 60, 90 triangle, what properties did you learn? The side opposite to 30 degree. 30 degrees opposite side. That is QR is equal to half of hypotenuse. The side opposite to 30 degree is half of hypotenuse. 30 degrees opposite is QR is half of hypotenuse. What is the name of the hypotenuse for this triangle PQR? Hypotenuse is side opposite to 90 degree. Okay, we know. So hypotenuse is here PR. So QR, that is side opposite to 30 degree, will be half of hypotenuse. Second part also I had shared. 30, 60, 90 theorem part 2. What is given in part 2? If you have a 30, 60, 90 triangle, then the side opposite to 60 degree. Kahan hai 60 degree? Yes, here. 60 degrees opposite. 60 degree ka opposite you can see PQ. Side PQ will be root 3 upon 2 of hypotenuse. Everything is related to hypotenuse. Root 3 upon 2 into hypotenuse. So, root 3 upon 2 here for this triangle. The name of the hypotenuse is side PR. So, PR. Root 3 upon 2 into PR. These are the two properties related to 30, 60, 90 theorem. Okay. Now, as you can see, here I have a triangle and the measures of the angles of this triangle is 45, 45, 90. 45 degree, 90 triangle. If you have a 45, 45, 90 triangle, then one thing that we can assure from this figure, just look at this figure. In this triangle, two angles are congruent. So if two angles are congruent, you will use the converse of isosceles triangle theorem. No? Angles given means converse. So which is the side opposite to first congruent angle? These two angles are congruent, right? Angle X congruent to angle Z. So which side is opposite to X degree? X opposite side is YZ. Therefore, side YZ will be congruent to, side opposite to Z angle is XY. Side opposite to X is YZ. Side opposite to angle Z is XY. So, YZ will be congruent to XY. This you got from converse of isosceles triangle theorem. More thing that you get from this congruent sides are, these congruent sides, that is YZ is equal to XY is equal to 1 upon root 2 of hypotenuse. See children, this property will be true only for 45, 45, 90 triangle, not for 30, 60, 90 triangle. This property applies only for 45, 45, 90 triangle. So if you have a triangle where the angles are 45 degree and 90 degree, then the sides containing 45 degree, that is XY and YZ will be equal to 1 upon root 2 of hypotenuse. So whatever is the length of the hypotenuse, it will be 1 upon root 2 of hypotenuse. Here in this figure, the name of the hypotenuse is XZ. So this will be 1 upon root 2 into XZ. This property is only for 45, 45, 90 triangle, where YZ is equal to XY is 1 upon root 2 into hypotenuse. Now the last thing that we will discuss is, let us take triangle PQR, and point T is the midpoint of side QR. Okay. Now the segment joining the vertex and the midpoint of the opposite side. If I am considering P as vertex P's opposite side is QR, and that segment PR, segment PT, this segment PT, which is from the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side, this PT is called as median. As you all know, we have learned this before also. What is a median? Median is the segment drawn from the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. Now let me take the second vertex Q. I want a midpoint here. This midpoint I will take it as S. So Q and S, when I connect, this segment QS is also the median. What about the third median for this triangle? R is the third vertex. Midpoint I need joining this RV. RV is called as the third median. And all these three medians are concurrent, means they meet at a single point. This point is called as centroid. C. The point of concurrence of median is called as centroid. Point of concurrence of median is called as centroid. Now one important property of centroid. One important property of centroid is that, suppose the centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1. Centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1. Which are the medians? Let me consider the first median, PT. Now PT is divided as 2:1. So suppose, see, this is point C, no? PT. Look at PT. P is here, T is here, and then here you have a point C. This C is the centroid. C centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1. Start with the vertex. PC is 2, remaining part is CT, will be 2:1. PC upon CT is equal to 2 upon 1. Same way, let us consider the second median. See the second median. Second median is like this. Q, then S, and here you have a C. Okay, here you have C, Q, C, S. What is the ratio in which this centroid divides the second median? Same ratio. You should always start with the vertex, children. QC upon CS is equal to 2 upon 1. Always start with the vertex. That clue you should remember. The third median, start with the vertex. V is not the vertex. R is the vertex of triangle. No? So this will be RC is to CV is equal to 2 upon 1. That means if QC is 8, then CS will be 4. So 4 2s are and 1. 2 is to 1. If PC is 6, then CT will be 3. Okay. From the vertex, this part till the centroid will be 2 times the remaining part. That is a main property of median. Okay, this all we have learnt in the previous class. Now, this median plays a special role when you have a right angle triangle. Let us discuss that. Please observe this right angle triangle. As you can see, perpendicular means it's a right angle triangle. Here I have shown divided into 2 equal parts. No? That means T is the midpoint. PR, T is the midpoint. For side PR, T is the midpoint. What about QT? What is segment QT? QT is drawn from the vertex Q to the midpoint of the opposite side. That segment is called as median. What is median, children? The segment drawn from the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. So, from the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. Q का opposite side है PR, उसका midpoint है T. So, QT is the median. So, QT is the median. I hope it is clear. QT is the median. When QT is the median and this median is drawn on the hypotenuse. Here also, when you have a median and that median is drawn on hypotenuse, so this median will be equal to, median QT is equal to half of hypotenuse. That is the property. Suppose you have a right angle triangle. Okay. Then I have a median here. I have a median from P joining the midpoint of the opposite side. Let me take this as W. Can I write that PW is equal to half of hypotenuse? Can I write here PW is equal to half of hypotenuse? No. Median should be on hypotenuse. Here this median is not on hypotenuse. This median is on the perpendicular side. It should be on the hypotenuse. Median should be on the hypotenuse. Only then you can apply this property. When you have a median drawn on hypotenuse, that median is half of hypotenuse. Very, very important property that we will be using. And guarantee sums are asked from this property. Okay, because students get confused. Will it be root 3 upon 2 or 1 upon root 2? No, it is half of hypotenuse. Remember? So let's quickly start with practice at 3.3. So let's quickly start with practice at 3.3. We will be applying whatever we discussed in this practice set. As you can see, first figure, they have, this figure is divided into 2 triangles you can take. Triangle ABC and triangle BDC. In the first triangle, 2 sides are congruent. Whenever you see a triangle, 2 sides congruent, isosceles triangle theorem. Down also you can see a triangle, 2 sides congruent. Again, somewhere we are going to use isosceles triangle theorem. See the question, find x and y. Find measures of angle ABD, this full angle, and ACD. Okay, that is the question. So how to approach? First, these 2 sides are congruent. Come on, start. Solution. In triangle ABC, side AB congruent to side AC given, whenever you see 2 sides congruent, isosceles triangle theorem. So therefore, its opposite angles will be congruent. So x is equal to, AB's opposite is 50, AC's opposite is x. So x will be equal to 50. Got the first answer. Write down the reason. Isosceles triangle theorem. Keep it short. No need to extend more steps. 1 mark you got. Okay. Similarly, take the second triangle. In triangle BDC, side BD is congruent to side CD. BD is congruent to CD. So what about the opposite angles? Therefore, Y will be 60 degree. They both will be congruent, right? Again, reason is isosceles triangle theorem. Isosceles triangle theorem. Done? So x and y we got. So let me write here x, how much we got? 50, and y we got 60. Now what is the next thing asked? What is the measure of ABD and ACD? So therefore angle ABD is equal to, angle ABD is this big angle is equal to two small angles. What are the names? Angle ABC plus angle CBD. CBD. Here reason you will write angle addition property. You added two angles. Angle addition property. So angle ABC is equal, ABD is equal to ABC plus these two angles you added. Both are 50 degree, right? No. ABC is equal to 50. ABC is 50 and CBD is 60 degree. So 50 plus 60, 110 degree you got. ABD is equal to 110 degree. Same way you find the measure of ACD. Come on. Angle ACD is equal to ACB plus BCD. Here you will write down the reason, angle addition property. ACB is 50 plus 60. Same measure you will get for ACD. Okay, second part. This part you complete. Quickly going into the second sum. Now I told you, there will be a very important question. That is this question. They have given the length of hypotenuse. Hypotenuse means it will be a right angle triangle, no children. So length of hypotenuse is 15. They are asking us to find the length of median on its hypotenuse. So you have a right angle triangle. Length of hypotenuse is given as 15. They are asking us to find the length of median on its hypotenuse. So median on its hypotenuse. They are asking us to find the length of median. What property we learned just now? The median drawn on hypotenuse is half of the hypotenuse. So we will draw a triangle. Suppose if you want, you can draw a triangle ABC and take this point as midpoint as D, and you can write BD is the median. Other than that, for 2 marks you need not draw the figure and all. Directly write down median on its hypotenuse is equal to half of hypotenuse. This is the property. Median drawn on hypotenuse is half the hypotenuse, which is equal to half into hypotenuse is given as 15. So the median on hypotenuse will be 7.5 units. Final answer, median on hypotenuse is equal to 7.5. Highlight your answer. That's it. Okay, this I am going to ask for your exam for sure. Coming to the next question. This is the third question. We have a figure in triangle PQR. I have drawn the figure PQR. Angle Q is 90 degree. PQ is equal to 12 and then QR is equal to 5. QS is the median. Right angle triangle, median. And where is this median drawn? Median किसके ऊपर है? On hypotenuse. So, property we are going to use. Okay, solution. What is the question asked? Find length of QS. Yes, they have asked us to find the length of median on hypotenuse. Do you know the length of the hypotenuse in this triangle? No. Hypotenuse is PR. We have to find PR. We will use the help of hypotenuse side test. Okay, so let's start. In triangle PQR, angle PQR is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, by hypotenuse side test or hypotenuse theorem, any one word you write, no problem. By hypotenuse side test, what is the name of the hypotenuse here? PR square is equal to one side square plus other side square. PQ square plus, what will come here? PQ square plus QR square. Okay. So how much is PQ? PQ is 12 square plus QR is 5 square. 12 square 144 plus 25 will give you 169. So PR square is equal to 169. Therefore, PR will be root of 169. Square goes to the other side. Square root of 169. What is the square root of 169? 169 square root is 13. So we have the hypotenuse PR as 13. Okay. So after this step you will write. Therefore, hypotenuse PR is equal to 13. 13 you got? Centimeter something? No unit. So you will only write 13. Now hypotenuse we got. Let us find out QS. QS is the median on hypotenuse. Therefore, length of QS is equal to half of hypotenuse. Very important to write the property. Then in the bracket mention the property. The median on hypotenuse is half of the hypotenuse. The median drawn on hypotenuse is half of the hypotenuse. So QS will be half of hypotenuse. We got 13. So therefore length of QS is equal to half of 13 means 6.5. Put it in a box. Be happy. Okay, easy. Very happy now to solve such sums where the property is very easy to remember. Yes. Coming to the last sum. Fourth sum. In the figure, it is given that G is the point of concurrence of median. Point of concurrence of median G means it is the centroid. Okay, it is the centroid. So G is the centroid. What is the property related to centroid? Centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1. Okay, centroid G divides the median in the ratio 2:1. Let us consider now in this figure vertex P, R and Q. P, Q and R are the vertex. So vertex you have to remember. So what is the ratio? Start from the vertex. First median is PT. So how will it be divided? There. First write down solution. G is the point of concurrence. G is the point of concurrence of median. This is given. Therefore, how can we write the ratio? Start from the first vertex P. P to centroid. G will be PG upon, remaining part is GT, is equal to 2:1. This is the property, right? PG upon GT is equal to 2:1. Now out of this we know GT. Okay, after this step write that therefore PG upon GT is given as 2.5 is equal to 2 upon 1. Cross multiply, therefore PG is equal to 2 into 2.5. PG we got 5. Put it in a box. First answer done. Next we want PT, the whole thing. PG we got it as 5. GT we know it is 2.5. So how much will be PT? Add. PG we got 5. So let me write here 5. GT we have 2.5. So therefore length of PT is equal to length of PG plus length of GT. First chapter also we are using here betweenness property. G lies between P and T. So PT will be PG plus GT. Reason write down P dash G dash T. Add. PG is 5. GT is given as 2.5. So length of PT is equal to 7.5. That's it. Simplest practice set. I hope you understood each and every sum and the property discussed. Kindly write and keep it in your, on a sheet of paper, write and keep so that you remember these properties related to 30, 60, 90, 45, 45, 90 and median drawn on the hypotenuse. If you understood the class, please click on the like button. It really motivates me. More likes means more I am in Josh to conduct the next class. Thank you. See you with the next practice set. Bye.